Good morning students of standard 6. This is our fourth video of chapter 2 civics long answer questions. Our first question is, discuss the evils of caste inequalities prevailing in India since ancient times. The caste inequality has long existed in India. According to the Rig Veda, the ancient Aryan society of North India was divided into the following four varnas. The first varna was commonly identified with the priest and the learner class. They were in the highest rank in the society. The second varna was associated with rulers and warriors, including property owners. We will see here that there are the four classes are there. These four classes were divided in the later Vedic age. The first class it considered as Brahmins. The Brahmins, they were in the highest rank in the society. The second class was associated with the Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas was associated with rulers and warriors, including property owners. The third number is Vaishyas. Vaishyas was associated with commercial livelihood. The fourth number is called Shudras. The Shudras were the associated with manual laborers. They served the above three classes. They were considered as untouchables. Many leaders like Gandhiji made a special effort to remove the curse from the society, but it is still prevailing. Many leaders like Gandhiji, he made special efforts to remove this social evils from our society, but still this social evils it is existing in our India. Next question is, explain untouchability. Write down the constitutional provisions that tend to promote equality and abolish untouchability. So untouchability is a social evil. It means refusing to meet, talk and even touch somebody belonging to a lower caste or Dalits by segregating them from the mainstream by social customs and called untouchabilities. The constitutional provisions that promote the equality and abolish untouchabilities are Article 14. It says that equality before law, to every person is equal in front of law. Article 15. It says that there should be no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 16. It says that it gives equal opportunities to all the citizens in public employment. And last one, Article 17, it declares that abolition of untouchability should be there. It practices is forbidden in any form. Number third, we will see here, describe the role of Gandhiji in removing untouchability. So Mahatma Gandhi made immense effort in removing the untouchability. He gave the term Harijans to the untouchables. Mahatma Gandhi was known as the father of the nation. He made a special effort in removing the untouchability. He used to live in Harijans colony. Gandhiji used to live in Harijan colonies. In his ashram, there was no feeling of untouchability. As Gandhiji, they did not believe in untouchability, so they used to live. With the Dalits, with the Dalit class. The national movement led by Gandhiji provided a common platform to all the peoples, irrespective of their caste or religion. Number fourth is, describe hampers the development of an individual and a society which is discriminated against. Does such a practice affect the productivity of the nation as well? How? Hot question. So yes, it is true that discrimination within society, it hampers the development of an individual as well as society also. It also affected the productivity. This discrimination, it affected the productivity of our country. It leads to the lack of resources and opportunities to certain groups like women, untouchables, etc. In India, we can see women have less power than men because there is a gender discrimination. They receive less salary for their work, receive less education and have less control over the household resources also. It means that women have less educational employment opportunities because of the gender discrimination. So we can see here that gender discrimination, because of gender discrimination, women were discriminated on the basis of salary, on the basis of educations. Gender discrimination, it prevents us from being educated and avail their place in the labor market. Next question is, despite the sincere efforts made by the reformer, the evil of untouchability still exists in our society. Why? What else can be done to eradicate these social evils? As we know, many social reformers have tried to eradicate untouchability from our country. They all wanted a society based on equality. B.R. Ambedkar, he belongs from the Meher community. He raised his voice against this. He wanted to bring equality and justice for the Dalits, for the Dalit class. By adopting following methods, we can eradicate this evil from society. The first method is that campaigning against untouchability. This is the first method to eradicate the social evils from our society. Second, it says that providing training and finance to establish small industries. Third, it says that by implementing existing laws and provisions of the Indian constitutions. So thank you, students, and have a nice day.